Good morning, Dr. Chris Wildcats. Today is Monday, April 6th. We are starting the third week of learning from home. Today we are working on science, so here is your science video today. As I mentioned to you in the first video, we're going to start working on a little bit more of projects this week. So today's video is actually more focused on Google Classroom and some of the tools you have access to that might be helpful for you with your learning and staying organized. So today I have signed in as a student. Thank you, Ben, for letting me sign in as you. And I'm going to walk you through a couple of things to make sure you know where to find things and some tools that you may not be using that I think you probably would find useful. So the first one is looking at when you're looking in as a class that you are signed in, and you will first come up to your stream. This is going to show anything new that's come up. Today is my morning message. It's here. It's only a few minutes. Today I tried to keep it brief. The next, of course, is going to be the classwork. So looking at your classwork, always on the side is your topics. Now, one thing is if you can see I have it a little bit differently organized than Mr. Byron does and Mrs. Kerrigan. I think they have as a topic remote learning for April 6th through the 10th. And then inside is all the links. I feel like there's a lot going on, and I tried to separate these just like they had been in the classrooms. We had science and social studies. And I can move them around so science is at the top. Let me know, would you rather me organize it so that it's done by the week? Or would you like it the way it is by the different topics? Send me a quick note. Let me know what you're thinking on that one. So one of the things I want to show you is a couple things that you're not noticing. The first, of course, is going to be this Google Calendar that's here. If you take a look and you see that Google Classroom actually allows for you actually have a Google Calendar. So what does that mean? Well, sometimes a lot of you are saying, I don't know what I have access to or what homework is there. So let me show you what you can do. If you click into Google Calendar from that little tab there, and it's thinking. Of course, yes, I know Mrs. Hickey has a lot of tabs opened. Story of my life, friends, you know this. It's thinking. It's actually going to open your Google Calendar. And inside your Google Calendar is going to show you the schedule and the things that are due for each classroom. So as we wait patiently for this Google Calendar to come up, here, let me click out of that. We'll try it again. Google Calendar. There we go. You can see it's just the calendar. It's where things are for all of your assignments. So let's scroll down. You can see 10 a.m., 6 p.m. If you see and you scroll down, on here on the side is all of the different Google Classrooms you are part of. Now, some of these look like they're old from when Ben was in fourth grade. He just hadn't unsubscribed to them. That's okay. You can clean that up if you want to. That's certainly your choice. But take a look at this. You can see there's some assignments. So look down here at this assignment. Here's Mr. Byron's assignment for today. It's due tonight at 11:59, so that's why it's way down here at the bottom. But it actually gives you here the assignment for the day. It allows you to email. It allows you to copy, print, if you wanted to print it. So it allows you all this information right here. When you see that my emails, when I post mine, you're going to see that mine's up there. Here's Mrs. Kerrigan's. This is the decomposition that was due actually today. Actually, this is just a little funny thing I was doing with somebody, showing them something. But you can see that here is a nice way for you to see all of your assignments. If you're looking here, here's what Mr. I did for your music today. So here's your weekly assignment for him. Here's your weekly assignment for Mr. I. I guess two of them in there. So you can see that this is going to be where you're going to find a lot of your homework. And so, when your parents are saying, do you have all your work done? This is a great place to open it up and take a look and see that you show them, yep, Mom, see, here's the assignment. Dad, here's the assignment. Graham, here's the assignment. And I did that. I'm all set. So that's one thing. I'm going to close out of there. So I showed you could access it right here for Google Calendar. You can also go to your waffle and you can actually click on Google Calendar right here as well, and it will take you there. So two different ways to get there. View your work. So here we go. Ben, that's not true. I know that. Don't worry about that. So you can take a look and see there's all the work that you've done for me, right? All of the work that you've turned in has all been here. Now, maybe you have work that is I returned to you and you had a grade with it, or maybe it's missing and you can click on there and say, oh no, why is this missing? Ben, I believe this is missing just because you hadn't submitted it. Or I might have sent it back to you, actually. So you can take a look and see, oh no, what happened here? Why is it missing? Take a look at it, read any of my notes, and think, uh-oh, I'll fix that. So going back, you can see that all of your work is going to be here, right? So let me go back into here for you. So you were at classwork, view your work. That's where all your work is. If you're looking at your class drive, maybe you're looking for a document that was older. You've got it here. There's all of my work or Ben's work that he's done for me over this class and that he's turned in. So anything is all here on your Google Drive. So, really this was just trying to show you a couple of things of where you can find everything. Let's say you needed to find people. Here's Mrs. Hickey. Here are your classmates. Looks like it doesn't give you an email address. Okay, so sorry about that. But here in terms of your classes, I do want you to know a couple of things. I want you to find your Google Calendar. I want you to be able to find all your assignments and see that there's a deadline and find there. I want you to be able to find all of the work you've done. It's all in one place. I want you to be able to look and see what work maybe is new and has been assigned that you haven't completed. Maybe anything that was signed that you were missing or anything that was returned to you graded. When you get some of these today, you'll see that hopefully this afternoon we'll be grading your work for me. So you'll see, oh, Mrs. Hickey was doing her work today. She returned my work. So that's where you can find those things. I do think it's really important that you are looking for that and you're paying attention to that. That Google Calendar is going to be a really good resource for you. So that's my biggest thing for today. I want for you to make sure that you know how to find that Google Calendar. I want you to know how to find your work. I don't have a lot else to share with you about that today. Just a quick reminder that you need to be doing your unified arts every day, making sure that if you are a member of the unified arts group I think each class has their own Google Classroom for unified arts. And then sometimes it looks like some other classes have their own specifically for it. So like it looked like Mr. Coughlin had his own, Ms. Augusto has her own. So make sure you're checking those because you still have all those unified arts that you have to do every week. So there's not much going on my end this week. You'll see I'm hoping to create a much better activity for you for science. So every day for science, you're going to need to go in and just answer a quick question. But the big report, the part that's going to actually be graded, is going to be due at the end of the week on the Friday. So you'll be able to work along and you won't have something turning in every day. That is all I have for today. Make sure you go on and you click onto the Google Forms and answer a couple questions about this video. If you have any questions, let me know and have a good day, guys.